Hello everyone, this is Mary Ann, and in this video we are going to have a close look at the Quo Vadis Habana Smooth notebooks that I have. I've had these a long time. I started using them in 2013 because I have gotten sick and tired of the Moleskine journals, the ruled notebooks that I have been using before this one, because Moleskine actually changed its paper. They were no longer fountain pen friendly, and as a very heavy user of fountain pens, paper quality was very important to me. So I did a lot of research, and my research led me to these Habana Smooth notebooks from Quo Vadis. So I purchased these online. Now they come in 2 packs. They're fairly thin notebooks. They have 96 pages for each notebook, and usually the 2 packs contain 2 of the same color of covers. Now, the dimensions of the paper is 16 by 24 centimeters, and these are ruled. And inside the plastic wrapping the pack, it has this sort of fold out. It really has only all of the variations of the notebook that's there, the different sizes that is available and which you can buy, and some promotional material so that you will be aware what this company does other than these notebooks that we have here. And this notebook, the Habana Smooth, actually comes in 3 different sizes. The biggest one is the 21 by 29.7 centimeters. That is exactly the A4 size. And the 16 by 24 is what I have. It is slightly bigger than A5. It's not a standard size, it's special size. And the 10 by 15 centimeters. And it comes in ruled, blank, and graph. And they also have the agendas, the cream colored and the white colored and the cream colored daily pages, and they also have the address book. And the paper of this, the notebook, the paper inside these notebooks are made by Clairefontaine. They're very smooth. Pardon the ink stain on my finger if you use fountain pen. That is usually a daily thing to deal with. Now the paper is very smooth and is a bright cream color. It's fairly thick but not very thick. This is 96 pages in all. So that means there are 48 leaves or sheets of paper inside each notebook. And let me just give you an example of the notebooks that I have used up. I have been using these as my diary. That is a sticker that I place in all of my diary journals that I place in my archives. And I have here some journal volumes or diary volumes that I have unearthed from my archives. This here is volume 49. This one is volume 45, and that one is volume 46. And this one is it is blank. It has never been written in. So let us look at volume 45. And I always start a new journal volume the same way. I write down on the first page, this is the diary of Mary Ann Moll, beginning the date that I'm starting, and then a quote from an author that I like. Here I have a little something from Anton Chekhov. And this would be my very first journal entry in this very first Habana notebook that I'm using. I'm gushing over the beauty of the paper. I said, I'm finally now on the Quo Vadis Habana Smooth, and I will never go back. And I wrote that with a Pelikan white tortoise loaded with a Mont Blanc racing green ink. And the entire entry, I was really gushing about the quality of the paper. And what I usually use the last page of the diary for is to have a test page for all the inks that I plan to use. And as you can see, these are the inks that we have swatched in my previous video about all of my fountain pen inks. But you can see how the inks work on this particular paper. And as you might also notice, the lines are composed of very, very fine gray dots, and I really, really like it. And at the time in 2013, I was in the habit of matching fountain pen colors to the color of the pen. So I matched the South Seas blue from Waterman to the aquamarine of Lamy, which is a limited edition for a previous year that I forget. And there is an ink sample or a writing sample with Noodler's Zhivago inside a Lamy. And then here is a writing sample of the Lamy 20 of the Diamine Kelly Green inside a Lamy Green from 2012, and then some more writing samples. I remember being overjoyed at finding these notebooks because the paper quality is really divine, and I gushed about this paper in my journal entries, and even here in my ink writing samples, ink swatches. I cannot stop gushing over the quality of this paper. I really, really never went back to the moleskin ever, as you will probably see in the archives that I have showed you. And notice that I have swatched there Noodler's Rome Burning. I have complained about this ink before in my video about all of my inks. And I said that it is quite ugly with a medium nib, much better with a fine nib, but very, very dry. I don't think I can use this ink much, but I'll give it a chance with a dip pen. But I ended up not giving it a chance at all. And it bleeds through. There, it does bleed through. It is a very bizarre ink. It's very ugly, and I hate it. And I just scribbled something there. It's not a sheet that's meant for writing in. And I'm just flipping through the entire volume just to show you how my journals look. Of course, I can't show you what's inside. Here I have just some old swatches, and then that is me writing with a Christmas ink from the Atramentis. And here are more swatches of some inks. There is Rome Burning again, and I have mentioned that Noodler's Rome Burning really, really bleeds through on this paper. It's a very, very ugly ink. It has an ugly color and performs in a very ugly manner. And here we are flipping through very quickly through that particular volume. And here is another volume. Let's see what we have here. That is how my journals often look. I write with a different color of ink every day. And wow, that is actually my son's handwriting sample. He was testing out a pen and ink on that particular page. This was in 2013, so he was probably 12. It's a very nice thing to come across. He's now 16. He's in senior high. So that's my journal upside down. And these are the Quo Vadis Habana notebooks that I have been loving. I haven't used them ever since I switched to the Midori Traveler's Notebook. I started using that as my everything, my planner and my journal and my wallet. So for my diary, I use the Midori Traveler's Notebook lightweight notebook insert. So I stopped using these, but I still have a bunch, and I'm not giving them up because I know I will find some use for them because they are very, very beautiful. The colors are very pretty. I like that they are simple. They don't have any print on them. They're not leather. They just have that leatherette quality, but they're not leather. And they're very thin and easy to carry around. So I really, really like it. Now let's go to a few of the technicalities of this notebook. First of all, my only complaint is that it does not lie flat. When we open it, let me show you. When you try to lay it flat, it flips back. It flips back to its closed position. It's made of 3 signatures bound into one book. And I was hoping that because it has signatures, it would lie flat, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. But because the book or the notebook is slightly bigger than A5, you can actually hold it closed while you're in the process of writing on it, because the weight of your hand on the paper will act as some kind of a paperweight, so that the notebook will lie closed. But if you don't like that, you would find it very, very annoying. It really doesn't lie flat. So that's my only complaint about this notebook. Here we have a third notebook that we are sampling, and as you are going to be seeing, it really doesn't lie flat. It doesn't matter which notebook I pick. It's really not just a quirk or a factory defect of just one notebook. It's really happening in all of them. But all in all, I am perfectly happy with this notebook. All the time that I was writing in it in 2013, I never really noticed that it never lied flat, so it didn't really bother me, because I am so floored by the paper quality from Clairefontaine, and I like that the lines are actually made up of very tiny gray dots that when viewed from afar looks like a gray line. And I really like the colors of the cover. I like that they're light and they're not too thick, so they're easy to carry around for journaling on the go. I like that the pages are a very, very gorgeous cream color, and I cannot recommend this notebook highly enough, despite the fact that it cannot lay flat. And that is my video for today. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite notebook is, or if you have used this notebook as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to give you an idea of what notebooks to buy if you're thinking about buying a notebook. Maybe this is a notebook that you can look into. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the next video. Bye!